We're going to work on our translations, rotations, reflections, and dilations foldable now. This one should look something like this. And this one's real simple. We just fold it in half. And then the next part is you should also have a page that looks like this that has lots of different shapes. You're just going to pick a different color to color each one and color them. And you don't have to be perfect. We're cutting everything out. So just go ahead and color those. Okay, now that we have gone ahead and colored and cut out all of our shapes, this trapezoid right here, you're just going to leave that to the side. You're going to use that right after this in your notes. You'll need that. For our other shapes, we're going to talk about the different types of transformations. So if we open up our foldable here, you can see transformation is when we change the position of a point or a figure on the coordinate plane. Something's changing. The first type of transformation is a translation. So a translation, every point in the figure moves the same direction or the same distance in one or two directions within a plane. It's also called a slide. So we're going to take our hexagon right here. In a translation, we're just going to simply move it. We can move it left and right, we can move it up and down, or we can move it diagonally. We can move it any sort of way, but you notice it's not turning, it's just simply moving. So it's a slide, so you can remember that. So what I've done is I've cut just a little hole right here, and I'm going to slide my paper clip in here so it can hang on to our hexagon for our translation. The next one we have, it's a rotation. So we're going to use our pentagon for this. And a rotation, it turns a figure around a point. So we're going to use another one of our brads. We used this earlier. And what we're going to do is we're just going to poke this through. And if you remember in our angle wheel where we used our other brad, we did that so we could rotate it. And so it's the same type of thing here. So a rotation just simply rotates. So let me open this up. Oh, and hopefully you'll get yours a little bit better than I did. But a rotation, you can see it turns it about a fixed point. In this case, our fixed point is our brad. A lot of times our fixed point is going to be the origin. And so there's some tricks that you'll learn in the next couple of notes to know what the coordinates are. Our next transformation would be a reflection. So we're going to use our triangle for this. And we're just going to line that up right here. And then we're going to simply just use a piece of tape. And that'll give us an idea of our reflection. So reflection, it's kind of like when you look in the mirror. Let's see if this works. Let's also tape this other side a little bit. So if you go ahead, and tape this on here, then we have our reflection. So we're reflecting across this line right here. Now again, a lot of times we'll reflect across our x-axis or our y-axis, and there's some really cool tricks that go along with that. Our last transformation would be our dilation. And a dilation is where a figure gets bigger or smaller. And so here, we're going to go ahead and glue down our large square. And then we're going to glue down the smaller square on top of it. And this would be a reduction because our square is getting smaller. We can also have an enlargement, and that would be where our square would get bigger. And it's going to dilate about a fixed point. Now here, our fixed point is the center of the square, but it can also dilate, with regards to the origin or a certain point. So go ahead and glue this in your notes. Just be careful not to glue down your brad.